Check on one of you guys.
Test.
This is a sound check. Okay. This is a sound check. This is a sound check, and the sound check is checking the sound. Why else would you do it?
Yeah. All right, we're live there. We are live there. And of course,
Not gonna lie, it feels awesome not having to have my phone. And
Oh, you finally got a camera?
finally got a camera, bro.
it's good. It's a good.
It's
good
crisp. You actually
Yeah.
look very sharp. Very sharp.
Appreciate that. And it's got some pretty awesome settings. Like in the camera hub, I can move the area of my camera around.
Ooh. Creepy.
I can zoom it in,
That's also
bring
creepy.
it over.
Oh, Solves was on. CP's in here all hidden like.
Been hidden for a while. I don't like anybody to know my next move, you know? They're
Yeah.
hidden in the shadows.
What is go?
What is going on, mate?
Whatever.
Not much.
Oh man. All right.
Dude,
You're
I'm
ready
in
for
the
that?
I am in the same boat, man.
I took
Tired.
I had a piece of spicy candy last night and I have yet to recover.
Piece of spicy candy? What does that even mean?
Was it like a red hot or something?
A hot tamale? Yeah, like
The that's the
a fireball?
polite way of saying a kind of candy you're not supposed to talk about in public.
Ass candy?
It's a bit green.
Soylent
I got
green?
you.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you. I got you.
It's like,
What are you talking about? You can talk about it in public now?
Yeah, I mean technically, yeah, you can.
technically, yeah.
Yeah, right over there, Solos.
I can't get my camera to cut on for some reason. Maybe,
Needs a new camera too.
maybe.
I'm kind of jealous about this camera over here that Wild's got now.
Got too much detail, man. Too
I
much
mean, it's
detail.
nice. It 4K 60.
No good. See, that's what mine's supposed to be, but I don't get it. Like, this is as crisp as I can make it. So I'm gonna have to fix that.
I mean, there's all kinds of stuff I can mess around with this thing. This thing's got more features than I thought it did.
All right. Well,
That's weird. Somehow my settings got changed. It was like trying to connect to the camera on the laptop, which is never in use. So I don't know why it was doing that.
random Discord update. All right. Good to go.
Oh yeah, all good.
All right. And here we go. We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Griffcast episode 107. The Mature Nerdy Podcast for immature people. The show where we talk about any and all things nerd, from video games, comic books, computers, technology, and or science. Welcome to the show. We are down Grizz tonight. He is out doing stuff with dogs. And so...
It's always a dog music, man.
Oh, no.
Always do stuff for dogs.
Oh, we'll give him a hard time about it later. But how's everybody doing today?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Huh?
Doing all right. Surviving the wind advisory.
I was gonna say, yeah, surviving.
Yeah, that wind's blowing hard as fuck.
Yeah. So if the stream just cuts off, it's been nice knowing everybody. So
Decided to take the motorcycle out today too for the first time.
Yeah, I need to go get mine.
I don't know why I decided that. Like, I was driving on the highway too, coming back from
I
the tournament.
know that was blistering cold.
It wasn't cold, but yeah, it was windy. I was coming back from a tournament, and it was on the highway. And the wind's blowing around, but I'm still like, it's still a nice day. Maybe I should, try to break the bike out, see what happens. I did. And I was, all right, yeah, this isn't bad. And then at one point, I was on the highway with the bike, and I was just like fully leaned in. I was leaning all the way over, and the wind's just like, fuck you. And I was just still going straight, and I'm just like,
I always say that too, because like you'd be hard into a lean against the wind, and all of a sudden the wind will just stop. Like, I need to go get my bike out, now, especially now that my health crap's starting to take a turn for the better. So
good.
Yeah, it's still sitting at the old house. I need to go. Every weekend I'm like, I'm gonna go get it, and then it's like, it's 20 degrees. I'm like, never mind.
No, don't do that. That is cold.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cold today, but it wasn't that bad. It was my ankles though, because I guess my pants aren't long enough. Because I guess I grew in the stomach to make my pants shorter. So then, like, my ankles are exposed.
See, I went and got a good pair of riding boots just for that, and I'm a little afraid to go pull them out now because they've been like in storage for a hot minute. I was like, was living in there.
Hey, you don't want to test fate.
Yeah. All right, so we've got a massive amount of live action adaptations coming out or have just come out. So you had Avatar: The Last Airbender. They've announced a Naruto live action. They've announced the Alan Wake. What else? Something else they just
They're doing Alan Wake live action as well?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they might as well. I mean, large portions of the game are, live action.
And then we got
live action. Live action cutscenes.
Yeah, we got Fallout. We've got
Fallout.
Borderlands.
Borderlands, yeah. God.
Like, oh, good God. Why is it? He's just not stopping. It's like, do we really need all this?
I don't know if they're good or not. They probably won't be good. Did y'all talk about Avatar? Let's talk about Avatar.
A little
I don't
bit.
know.
I think I only know like 2 people that have actually finished the show.
Oh.
Most people I know give up on it pretty quick.
Really?
I hadn't even started it yet.
Yeah. Like, yeah, no.
yeah. I mean, I heard weird things like some people are like it's okay, some people are like it's bad. I just don't know. I mean, I can only talk so much about Avatar because I didn't give a fuck about the first one. Everyone
Okay, sounds pretty mixed from what I've heard in general.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the general consensus is you either love it or hate it.
Like most things.
Yeah. And like, it's very rarely I hear anybody's like, it's okay.
But I mean, it got renewed for season 2 and 3.
Yeah, well, because the hype behind it was so freaking high that everybody watched it, or just about everybody watched it, and I'm curious about the numbers of how many people finished it versus how many people started it.
That is important. I don't know. Well, maybe season 2 will come out and be so weird that it'd be so bad they just like, yeah, we're actually going to cancel season 3. Fuck it.
Wouldn't surprise me. It all depends on how many people they get back from season 1.
Who's doing the Naruto live action?
Oh gosh, nobody
Who's
good.
hosting? Oh.
We talked about that last week before last. Yeah. So the same studio that is bringing us the Borderlands live action and the director of Shang-Chi.
Oh, I feel like I did know this. All right, man. I might allow it. I feel like the director of Shang-Chi, I allow it. You know, that had great fight choreography.
They'll allow it with very little leeway.
Doing Naruto.
If
I mean, they better put full focus on them doing hand signs.
yeah,
They better not skip them doing hand signs. It's gotta be in there.
Yep.
Every single bit of it.
I'm curious to see what arc they're going to start with, or if they're going to just like start right out the gate with Naruto just being a whiny bitch.
They should just start out, right out the gate with him being a little whiny bitch. They don't need to. Yeah, they need to start with that arc. Dude, the pain arc though.
Oh yeah, the pain arc.
That shit was so dope. I think about that shit all the time.
Yep.
I mean, that'd be a kind of a good arc to start with.
I don't know if you'd start with that.
You can't start with that arc.
That's like
one of the reasons
Fantastic
that
Four
makes it
started
so
with.
good.
That's like Fantastic Four starting with. Oh God, I can't remember that character's name now. I just had it. Oh, big bad for Fantastic Four. Wow. No, Green Lantern. Sorry. Anywho, forget I'm saying anything.
Anyway, you can't start with the pain arc because the pain arc was so good because Naruto, because everyone hated Naruto in the beginning. You need to start with that. You need to start with everyone hated Naruto.
Naruto, want everybody to hate him first.
Yeah, everyone hated him. Everyone hated him. I mean, that's what made the pain arc so good because he comes through and he saves the city, he saves the village, and everyone's like, he's the fucking shit. This is the dude, and everyone just fell in love with him and saw how much he sacrificed. I was like, that was a huge moment for him and the whole story. Everyone was like, maybe he's not so bad after all.
The pain arc was
the reason why they hate him is so fucked up to begin with.
yeah.
The reason why they hate him is so fucked up.
Yeah.
It was so stupid.
Sorry, we sacrificed you on the altar of our, our bad deeds, so you must suffer for your entire life for our mistakes.
Yeah,
Like
they used to praise. I forgot what the name of the person that holds the tail piece. They were called. They used to praise those people, and then they're just like, "Oh, your mother was one of those, and your father was one of the greatest ninjas ever. We hate you."
Every other one in the show is praised by their town.
Yeah, and like her family his mother's family was praised by the Leaf Village, and she was honored because they knew that she was going to be taking that mantle. And his dad, like I said, was one of the greatest ninjas that they ever knew.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, they died, and they put the tailpiece in this kid and their kid. That's we should cherish like the Messiah. But you know what? We're actually just going to throw him in the dirt and just say fuck him.
It was half of them. They put half of the tail piece in them.
Yeah, it wasn't a full one.
Yeah, it wasn't the full thing.
Then where was the other half? What are you talking about?
The other half died with mom. Spoiler.
Since I watched it. I don't care.
Spoiler alert for anybody who is 10 years behind.
Yeah, I mean, so the entire time, that was one of the things throughout the entire story is that he wasn't like the actual full, like complete. There was always that part that was actually missing.
Yeah. That's why he was able to control it a lot easier in the beginning.
he was able to control it a lot easier in the beginning. Don't you mean that thing was controlling the shit out of him?
I can imagine if you had the full thing.
That's backwards.
He wouldn't even be alive. There would be no pain arc, no nothing.
The other, I guess whatever the other vessels for the tail beasts, they were always able to control their, except for
Jinchuri? Jinchuri?
Is that what they were called? Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then who's the sand guy? God, who's the sand guy? Gara, there it is. Yeah, he was the only one that couldn't.
Man, right there.
He was the only one that couldn't control his tail beast. He was the only one. Yeah, those two.
Yep.
But they also didn't know that the tail beasts were inside
and
him, right?
Killer B could he had a huge massive partnership with his.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he's the one that was training Naruto, and Gara had to get a hold of it. Yeah.
Wasn't his that one kind of like that cow with that bull with the missing horn?
Yeah, it was the octopus.
Yeah, the octopus. Yeah.
Yeah.
The 8 tails.
You're right. It had a bull's head.
Oh, okay. It had a bull's head. Okay.
Yeah. It was a bull's head with octopus tentacles.
How freaky is that? Like, what in the world? Like, what in the world are they putting in these? What are they putting in the Kool-Aid?
So, yeah, I mean, it's also, it's like, are they going to do the tailed beast stuff? Like, if they do a live action, like, I mean, that was a massive part.
I think that's why a lot of anime shows fail. The live action shows fail because when you watch the anime and, it's animation, cartoon, or whatever, like, you're able to disband. Suspend
disbelief.
Suspend disbelief. There it is. Yeah. That's what we're looking for. Like, you're able to suspend disbelief, and that's why. So, like, when they make the live action shows, they're like, "Oh, we can't do that crazy shit. This could be weird." Like, they're not gonna have them do signs and breathing fire and shit because
Jinkurichi. That's what it was. The holders, they were called Jinkurichi. Oh my god. Something that like my American tongue has trouble actually saying.
I'm just gonna continue saying the vessels for the tail beasts because I'm going to sound extremely stupid.
I mean, didn't they call them at one point in time vessels in the show?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It depends on like if you're watching dub or sub or.
Definitely had to watch sub after a while. Like I think I barely got like through the first season of it being dubbed, and I was like, English Naruto is annoying as fuck. Can't do it.
Oh, what? Do what? No, absolutely. So, subbed all the way.
What I had to do on mine was I got caught up to them as they were releasing it, and I got tired of waiting, so I just finished reading it. I just found the point in the manga and just read it that way, and then like my wife was watching it as it was ending, and I'm like, that's not how it ended. Son of a bitch.
I don't think I ever watched the actual end of Naruto. I think I missed like the last. They probably stretched that bitch out like a motherfucker too.
They did.
I probably missed like the last 20 episodes because I got tired of waiting too, and I was like, I'm gonna read the manga.
Yeah, and it completely changes the ending.
Ooh, so I have no idea what happened.
Not in the show, no.
And they didn't really explain it that much when you start Boruto.
I couldn't.
I thought Boruto was pretty good. Boruto was good. He wasn't as annoying as Naruto. And Naruto was going, was actually knew what he was doing instead of just getting lucky and using the power of love to win. He was actually being a badass and using his skill.
Yeah, there were a number of fights that Naruto got into in the beginning. I'm almost like, yo, my man just got his face pushed in.
Jesus Christ.
I attempt to try to rewatch it. It's long.
Hey, it's not One Piece.
I was about to say
One Piece.
That's dedication, my friend.
Did you guys see? I don't know if it was real or not, but it'd be hilarious if it was. The writer and creator of One Piece threatened to end the show horribly if, like, he was holding it hostage. Like, he's like, if I don't get a certain amount of money by this date, I'm ending it So everybody will hate it as the worst ending ever imaginable for anything ever.
Damn, my man. He's like, I need my coin.
You find the One Piece and it's something stupid.
When that happened though, when I saw that, I just started dying laughing. I'm just like, well, yeah, I'm glad I didn't watch the last 700 episodes. I got a couple hundred in, but man, it's if you weren't there from the beginning, it's rough. It's rough. Because then they even changed the animation style like halfway through, like they updated.
So, yeah, it just got better. Technology improved.
Like I just found out that Amazon Prime has the only 4 seasons that were made of Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple. And
that is.
It's one of my favorite animes from back in the day, but they never finished it. But it was so damn good. It was so damn good.
What is worse, man? Like,
I don't know if they
an
even
anime that just like never finishes, is long but never finishes, or having an anime that's like great but is only 1 season, is only 22 episodes.
Yeah.
I think about Samurai Champloo all the time. And I'm just like, that was such a great fucking anime. And it was just 1 season.
Yep.
Just real
And
quick.
the animation was gorgeous in that show too.
Everything about that.
You know
everything
what?
about that show was perfect.
If it would have been more than 1 season, it wouldn't have been as memorable.
Gotta come in with the wisdom. He's gotta come in with the wisdom.
It's just like Cowboy Bebop, you know. It was the same deal with that. Like it was 1 season, and even though they tried to remake it live action, we'll just pretend that they didn't do that.
Yeah, please.
So that way the anime can remain awesome.
Yeah.
But if it had gone longer than 1 season, I mean, it probably still would have been good, just like Champloo. But I don't know. It would have fell off at a certain point, and it would have lost the memories that you have about it now.
Fair enough. I think all of my favorite animes had a beginning, middle, and end. Except for Kenichi. It didn't. I just said that was a favorite, and it never ended. But like OG Hellsing, Trigun,
Trigun.
Gungrave.
I'm still. I feel like Demon Slayer is gonna end. I really think
they have so much to do, but I just rewatched all of Demon Slayer. I rewatched all of Hero. I just rewatched all of Hero, My Hero Academia, and then Demon Slayer. God, those shows are fucking fantastic.
They are, and I just
They
feel
are
like
so
because
fucking
you haven't heard anything about Demon Slayer. So
You talking about Demon Slayer? I think they just started releasing episodes for season 4.
Uh-uh.
I need to catch up.
It was like a couple weeks ago because they released the movie for the Swordmaker Village.
Yeah.
And then I think they started releasing episodes. I'm still rewatching the Swordmaker Village episodes, so I haven't like caught up to like confirm that they started releasing episodes. But yeah, I remember like they had advertisements for like February 23rd for like the longest time. And we're releasing the movie, and then we're gonna start releasing season 4. And I'm pretty sure that's what happened. They released a movie. They 1,000% released a movie, but I also want to say they started releasing season 4. But I haven't been.
I don't know what it was about that show. Like I watched it up till they introduced Michael Jackson, and then I completely lost interest.
I mean, well, accurate. I mean, that is accurate. But that's only like he shows up with like that's like 5 episodes in. He shows up pretty fucking early.
Then I lost interest pretty fucking early.
Yeah. Dude, it gets so fucking good after that too, man.
And then My Hero, I'm like probably 2 seasons behind now, hopefully.
Yeah, they're still on season 6. They haven't released season 7. Season 6 came out, around this time last year.
I think I got like halfway through like season 5. So because I caught up to the
season 6 goes fucking ham.
Yeah.
That's a great season too, man.
There's a couple that I'm getting tired of waiting for episodes. I'm just half tempted to just start reading everything.
Dude, right. don't like reading in words. I don't like looking at words.
It's got pictures.
Yeah, I need pictures.
He needs pop-up pictures. He needs pop-up pictures.
Give me like a book of gifts so I can like see them in motion. That'll be all right.
Book of gifts.
Start turning the main way to do manga as a flip book. All right, so this was I thought was hilarious because TCP was dumping stuff in the meme channel about Hogwarts Legacy 2. They have announced as being a live service game. Potentially is rumored to be announced to be a live service game. There is now a going petition to make it so it's not. Or
They better listen.
yeah,
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
No lives. No.
Why would you
there's
take
not
one
a
of the most
single
successful
live-
games of all time and turn it live service?
Because their shareholders want money.
They're so greedy.
So greedy.
Because you turn that live service, I guarantee everybody's going to come in, beat the story, and stop playing.
I mean, that's what I did with Hogwarts Legacy. As soon as I finished it, because like once you finish it and like you've already done all the side stuff, like there's nothing left to do, and I'm pretty sure that's what everybody else did.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a small portion like, oh, maybe I'll make a new character and I'll replay and I'll play a little bit different, but like the replayability is not really there because you're not really being good and evil. You don't have the honor system like they thought they were going to put in there.
Yeah.
So like if you had it, you could have a good honor playthrough and then an evil honor playthrough. See how that changed. So that could have been cool.
No, but you could be the biggest goody two shoe in the whole freaking universe and run around a vodka divering everything.
Oh, look at that.
I was doing that, just running around with professors and just tossing those spells out there, and they're just like, okay, cool. Just nobody would say anything. But like,
I see you're taking your lessons to heart.
and I still think it's funny because like, I guess they would be mad, like it's bad to do the curse, the unforgivable curses, but like, also I just turned this person into an exploding barrel, and then I froze another person and threw the barrel at them, and they caught on fire, and I watched them burn slowly to death. Is that not any worse?
You know what? I don't think they're called unforgivable in the game, so they're technically might not be unforgivable yet.
I think they're called the unforgivable curses. They know that they're.
It's been a minute since I played.
They're definitely like, you shouldn't know this curse. You shouldn't learn it, but you're like, and they give you the choice to learn it or not, and you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna learn it. Duh. I'm not gonna learn this.
Yep. All right, and we did get some sad news the other day. Akira Toriyama has passed away. So I don't know what this means for the future of DBZ, but for those of you who don't know, he was the creator and writer for Dragon Ball.
I mean, he's got to at least have some, kind of in the mold.
Nothing's happened since Super, yeah, technically.
I don't know.
Nothing's happened since Super.
Did Super finish?
Yeah. Super finished.
Okay.
And then they opened up the multiverse.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yep.
Everyone's going to the multiverse, man. Yeah. And Goku's just like, what? There's other universes and our universe is the weakest? So there's stronger people in those universes?
Oh,
Time to
yeah.
go fight them.
Yeah. As soon as I heard universe, I was like, can we just stay away, please?
But at least they're not identical universes or like with slight variations. There's only 12 of them, which is better.
That they know of.
I guess that they know of, but like, yeah, they had like the king of the universes come by, and they're just like, yeah, because he's like the little boy or whatever, right? and Goku's just like, do you want to play? And he's like, yeah, play.
Oh man, let's see. And then Helldivers keeps surprising everybody, just randomly dropping mechs in for people.
Man, that's the game that keeps on giving right there.
Yeah. So they finally released the mechs. They were doing it every so often, I think, or like the developers had access to mechs, and they were just dropping into people's games randomly, just be like, look what I have.
So one thing I thought was hilarious, they have like one guy whose name is like a Dave or something, and he controls like all of the servers. And
Joel.
Joel,
Yeah,
yeah.
Joel.
Yeah, he's the game master.
Yeah.
And he controls like where the battles are and like who's winning and who's not winning, and what planets need to be liberated and need a good dose of democracy. Yeah.
That's very clever to have somebody do.
Yeah, it's good. And like he put out a message that he's like, oh, by the way, the automatons are attacking this one planet, which has all the factories for the mechs. We need to go liberate that planet so we can get some mechs into the fight. And everyone was just like, swarm. And that planet got liberated very quickly.
I think they said they liberated it 4 times faster than the developers expected people to. So they had to
Always
like.
expect.
I think they had to do something else in order to like extend the challenge or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah. But they released the mechs, and like as soon as I got word that the mechs were released, I was like, I need to go check them out.
Well, that's when everything started to crash. Like,
Yeah, I got on and like they started having server.
Oh yeah, because they did something public in this. They haven't fully up the servers yet. Server capacity.
Server issues. They still raised them to like 700,000.
they got the capacity up pretty high, but more people logged on because everybody heard that there were mechs and everybody wanted to get in on it at the same time. So naturally, it caused an overload.
Yeah, the game started breaking again. Like I was trying to purchase the mech and it wouldn't let me finish the purchase. And I was just like, no, let me purchase it. So I was like, fuck it. I was just gonna join a game anyway. So like matchmaking was messed up for a little bit. Definitely saw that they were having like servers stability issues. But I was finally able to drop into a game with some other people. I launched a mech, and I was in the mech for like 3 seconds, and I was fucking up bugs, and all of a sudden the mech just exploded, and I have no idea what happened. I have no idea what happened.
I had some bad luck with it too.
Or anything?
Huh?
Oh, health bar. Does it have like a bar for like?
I didn't see a health bar. I mean, I wasn't in it long enough. I jumped in and we were already getting swarmed by bugs. So I held down both triggers just to see what was going on. I found out, left was rockets, right was the machine gun. I stopped firing the rockets. And then all of a sudden, like, I feel like maybe like one of the guys I was playing with accidentally threw a grenade in my back and blew up the mech.
Possible.
I mean, I think it takes a few grenades to blow them up, but
They're pretty strong, but they also, I felt like they could get destroyed pretty easily if you're playing on the higher difficulties.
yeah. So I mean, they're not terribly strong, but like, yeah. Just the next match, I was able to drop one in. And I was in it for a while until I ran out of ammo, which it can go through ammo very, very quickly.
Yeah.
It only has 14 rockets and then like 1,000 machine gun. I think 1,000 machine gun is a lot, but some of these bugs were big.
Yeah, you fly through that 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fight that easy.
Apparently there's a player that's made himself infamous, and apparently like even the devs have said he's kill on sight because he doesn't hunt bugs, he hunts other players.
Of course.
Why don't you just ban him?
Because he's technically not he's not technically he's not hacking or anything like that. He's playing within the game's parameters.
Yeah, that's true. He's just being a piece of shit. He's not.
But you know what? I bet they'll let someone like that continue to stay around just because it'd make it interesting. Probably from their perspective, more so than ours.
Yeah. Honestly, though, like
for this traitor.
Honestly, though, I think that if they turned off friendly fire, that game would explode more than it has.
No, the friendly fire is part.
You think so?
The best part. There's some things like they need to tweak.
I think it's part of it.
Solid side. I don't want to hear that out of your Dark Souls loving ass on friendly fire.
I mean, I love it, dude. Like I'm sitting there. I started using the arc thrower, which is like an electrifying rifle, and it doesn't require ammo, so you can just sit there and just spam it constantly. But like if one of it hits like the target that's like closest within its scope. And if it happens to be one of your teammates, and it jumps to at least 3 or 4 different enemies, but yeah, if your teammates in range, they will get fried. And I've killed so many teammates. But it's funny, and like, you know, I have the reinforcement stratagem memorized. Like, I can just type it in without even thinking. And just...
For some reason, it's really difficult on PS5 for me. For the stratagems. Because you remember that night when we were playing, I kept trying to revive you. I put in the code and nothing would happen. I'm like, what the fuck?
It depends on where we were playing. I mean, that's another thing that the devs have done. Like, when you fight the automatons, like, sometimes you have to check the effects. They have stratagem scrambling. So you'll type in one stratagem, and it'll pop up as something else. So like a lot of people are like, you know, trying to call in their shield backpacks or like you know, rail guns, and they drop an airstrike right at their feet, and they're just like, what the fuck? It was happening. I had no idea for the longest time. I was like, what? This is not what I'm typing in. And I realized, like, I thought the game was broken, and I realized it was just an effect of fighting the automatons because they have scramblers. And I was just like, oh, that is so rude. That is so rude. And it's terrible to fight it's terrible to fight the automatons because especially when you have the higher up missions, either like if you check the effects, either they have one of the two effects is always going to be there. Either they scramble your stratagems, or you have one less stratagem, so you only go in with 3 instead of 4, which is actually really fucks up your loadout. It's really annoying. And like the scrambling is fine, I get it, but sometimes like it was happening to me like it's just back to back. So like I can understand like if I type it in once and it changes, and then I type it in again and it changes, or like the third time, give me it. I sat there and I literally typed it in 10 fucking times in a row, back to back, and it's like, nope, we're not gonna give you what you want. Fuck you, fuck you. And I'm like, okay, maybe if I type in what I don't want, it might give me what I want. And I'm like, oh, never mind, we're gonna give you what you want this time. I was like, you guys are fucking dicks.
Yeah. So
but it's all fun.
And then we had week before last. It was a Thursday morning. Like half the cell phone providers out there just went down at like 4 o'clock in the morning. It was like AT&T and T-Mobile and a couple others. Just boo.
Apparently it was all AT&T, and like they just something happened. I heard a lot of theories. About like someone said like the Chinese shot down one of their satellites.
So
someone was like cutting wires. Someone just like unplugged a data center or something.
So according to sources, somebody uploaded a code into the service provider, and any device that was attached to that got shut down. Or any server, yeah. So a week later, when Meta went down, Meta was down for like an hour. Like they were claiming it was the same code that attacked AT&T.
I miss both of that because I never lost service.
So
I never lost
you were
service.
probably asleep.
I probably was asleep, man. I don't know. I was busy playing fucking Helldivers. I tell you, that's what I was fucking doing.
Yeah, because it was Facebook, Instagram, everything tied to Facebook went down.
Yeah.
Including the Oculus. The Oculus went down too.
Yeah, I came back and I started like scrolling through Facebook, and I was seeing all the memes and all the people freaking out about it and everything, and I was like, what the fuck happened? Yeah, it was like the 1 hour or 2 hours where I was like not on Facebook trying to find memes. So I had no idea what was happening.
It was funny. Like I thought it was hilarious, but another part that's bothering me is with our next topic. Have you guys been seeing this stuff about the government having closed meetings about ye old TikToks?
Closed meetings?
Yep, they are.
We're talking about shutting it down again.
Yeah, they've been trying to ban TikTok for a minute.
Oh yeah,
So-
they've always, yeah.
The couple of things I've heard so far about it are not good, but one, I get it. It's full of all kinds of like spyware, and it's a Chinese app. I get that side of it, but on the other side of it, It is quite literally the only social media that is not tied to the government.
I wonder why.
Yeah. And in doing so, it's well, I just popped up you're playing Helldivers, bud.
Oh, see it? Are we doing it? Are we doing it?
I'm just here. I'm just here. Don't mind me.
It just popped up over here. It's like, wow, just playing Helldivers. Like,
We should do it one day. A podcast for Helldivers.
we do need to do a full cast game of something.
Trying to do it, and Helldivers is the thing, man. I'll just carry y'all. I know y'all are super low level, but like I'll just put us in a Helldive mission, Helldive difficulty, and we'll get after it.
Oh yeah, I'd get boosted up
I
quick.
mean, it is a game that is crossplay, so I mean, we can make it happen.
You got Solemns on board. Solemns on board. Yeah.
Oh, I see how we're going to do the reaction videos later. Apparently, they have a YouTube integration with Discord now.
Mm-hmm.
So we won't be doing no screen capture with that anymore. Let's see what we got here. We got color together. Oh. they need to. How do I? Oh no! What has happened? They need to do like a. You got? Why is it not working? Anyway, yeah, they need to put like Among Us in here.
Oh, if they put Among Us in here, oh yeah, it's game over.
You can just create your own Among Us. What are you talking about? It doesn't have to be in here. It's free. It's free. Just
It is. It's just.
I don't want to do this anymore. I want to get out. Get me out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, you already got me in here, man.
Oh no! What has happened? I broke it. All right.
I don't see anybody else. I just see me. Yeah.
This is actually pretty cool. Okay. Oh, color with me. Hi, friends.
Well, I didn't see spades in there. Or rummy.
Oh yeah, no, we ain't playing spades. Cause yeah, look, if we play spades, I'm gonna be like, look, you better be on your game. Don't play with me.
What's that old phase 10 or rummy light?
Mm-hmm. Bridge.
Oh man. But yeah, we'll go ahead and end the show there. Thank you all for coming and watching. We hope you had a good time. We will see you next week.